But when we're looking at nutrition and ending hunger, are you also saying that the money is being spent in the wrong place?
Often, because there are so many people in extreme poverty. There are 770 million people who can't meet their basic needs. Maybe 440 million in Africa, up from 180 million in 1980. So you have to be really efficient with your money. We're never going to have enough money. So you have to make your money go as far as you can. And it's criminal to have a $600 million program of which only has $300 million of impact. Because basically you could have helped twice the number of people. And a lot of our programs are of that nature. It's not quite that they're doing nothing, right? There are lots of well-meaning people, there's lots of stuff happening. But instead of somebody going around with a clipboard, house to house, asking everybody what they want and then trying to get all those things for them, right? You save 90% of the cost by giving them the cash and letting them get on and make those decisions themselves. That's what they do with the cash. So I think the other thing to get across is that even if some people waste it, the amount of money they waste is tiny compared to the amount that the bureaucracies of big agencies and non-profits are able to waste. But nobody is asking the really tough questions about, if I took that 600 million and spent it in a different way, which is why cash is a really good benchmark, would I not get a better outcome and help twice as many people?
And you're not saying that there's fraud within the system.
No, I think it's bureaucracy and well-meaning waste generally. We can't even see the numbers often. I mean, if you were actually to take UNDP and really try to work out how much money goes in one end and what the outcome is at the other, you would find it impossible to do.
We have been trying, and yes, you are correct.
Yeah, because they don't even measure it like that. They don't know how to measure it like that. Benchmark studies against nutrition in Rwanda suggest that cash is outperforming a traditional nutrition program on nutrition. It's very counterintuitive, but the explanation seems to be that we have in the past had a slightly patronizing attitude to development, and we've imagined that what people are fundamentally lacking is knowledge, whereas in fact what they're generally lacking is cash. In nutrition, we traditionally would spend an enormous amount of money on people going to teach people what to eat. So you might send out community health workers or nurses to tell people to have more calcium in their diet. Give them the cash, right? And the benchmark, you're literally giving the same amount of cash as you're spending on the training. They buy a cow and they have some milk. And then you actually find that they are, on the key nutritional indicators, improving, right? So 32% increase in consumption, 12% increase in dietary diversity after 1.5 years, with impacts on child height and weight. After 1.5 years, the nutrition intervention, compared against a random sample, no impact. This is the time for FCDO to be much bolder about cash, because cash is very effective, very efficient, very transparent. And when you're short of cash, using direct cash is a very good way of getting results.